Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to make this beautiful shell stitch pattern that we shall be using in our upcoming project. So here is our upcoming project, but I decided to first teach you the stitch so that when it comes to the actual project, the process is much easier because we shall have already learned how to make the stitch. So here is the small sample that I am going to teach you. It's the same exact stitch that we can see in our project, but I wanted to give you a chance to learn the stitch so that you can use it for any project of your choice, depending on what you like to make with it. So let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, so you're going to grab any yarn of your choice. For me, I am using Winter King, which is a 4-ply DK weight yarn. And you can use any yarn of your choice as well as the corresponding hook size. So the hook that I am using for this project is a 4mm crochet hook. And you're going to grab your yarn and start off with a slip knot. And you're going to make a chain. Your starting chain should be a multiple of 5 plus 8 chains. So since this is just a demonstration of the stitch, I am going to start off with a chain of 28. So multiple of 5 plus 8 chains. So my multiple of 5 is going to be 20 plus the 8, which is a total of 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So this is my multiple of 5, which is 20. And then I'm going to add 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is my starting chain. And you're going to go into the 9th chain from the hook. So we are counting from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So hold your 9th chain and you're going to prepare for a double crochet by yarning over and going into the 9th chain from the hook with a double crochet. But this is not the only stitch that's going to go into that chain. We're going to place a shell into the chain, and a shell for this pattern is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. So we already have a double crochet here. We're going to make another one into the same chain to make it a total of 2 double crochets. And then you're going to make a chain of 2, and into the same exact chain you're going to go in there with 2 more double crochets. So that is a shell for this stitch pattern. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And then you're going to make a chain of 1, skip over 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th you're going to place a shell, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets into the same exact chain. So you can see the same thing going on here. We have a shell here, and then we have 4 chains in between, and into the 5th you're going to place another shell. So that's the repeat for this row. You make a chain of 1, skip over 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and into the 5th you're going to place a shell, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. Okay, and then make a chain of 1, skip over 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th you're going to place a shell. So prepare for a double crochet by yarning over and then skip over 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th you're going to place a shell. So keep repeating that in case you started with a very long foundation chain for your stitch pattern. Just keep doing that until you have a total of 4 chains left on your row, just as I have right now. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4 chains left. So this is what we have. You're going to make a chain of 1, and you're going to skip over 3 chains, and into the last chain you're going to place a double crochet. So this is what your row 1 will look like. We're going on to row 2, and this is going to be the repeat row for this pattern. It's just a 1 row repeat, and you just keep repeating this row that I'm going to teach you how to do again and again until you get the length of the panel that you want. So the width has already been determined, but now we're going to grow the length of our panel. So you're going to start off with a chain of 4, which counts as a double crochet, chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn your work so that you're working in the opposite direction of the previous row, and we're going to place a shell into the chain 2 space of the very first shell. So a shell is 2 double crochets. Go into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. Alright, so we've just placed a shell into the chain 2 space of the very first shell. So after this shell, you always make sure you make a chain of 1 after a shell, and then into the chain 2 space of the next shell, you're going to go in there with a shell, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. Okay, chain 1, into the chain 2 space of the next shell, you're going to place 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. And you're going to just keep repeating this all the way across. So chain 1, a shell into the chain 2 space of the next shell of the previous row. So you're going to repeat this until you place a shell into the last shell of the previous row, as you can see here. And then you're going to make a chain of 1, and then skip over the next 2 stitches, the 2 double crochets here, and then skip over the next chain, and into the next you're going to place a double crochet. That's how we balance the edges of our panel so that we can get straight edges for our stitch pattern. So we are basically going to repeat row 2 again and again until we get the length of the panel that we want for our piece. So chain 4, we always start with a chain of 4, which counts as a double crochet, chain 1, and in each chain 2 space of the shell from the previous row you place a shell, but always remember to separate each shell with a chain of 1. So after the chain of 1, you go into the chain 2 space of the next shell with a shell. So you can see how quick and easy this stitch pattern is, and it will give you a very beautiful effect. You can use this for shawls, you can use it for cover-ups, you can use it for anything that you want. So the next time you're thinking of a cute, beautiful shell stitch that you can use for any of your upcoming projects, please consider this stitch pattern because it will give you amazing results. So now that we know how to make the stitch, I'm going to leave you to go ahead and experiment with this stitch so that you can make anything out of it. And if you happen to make anything using this tutorial, make sure you tag me in your finished piece or leave a comment down below. And for me, I will see you in my next video when we are learning how to actually make use of this stitch to make a beautiful top. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye.